Hello. It's time for Mindful Music Moments, and this week we're listening to Testament After Vishwas by the composer 2017. It comes from the Cleveland Orchestra. Contemporary Indian American composer Reena Esmail wrote Testament to tell the true, ancient story of a young girl's faith. The word Vishwas in Hindi expresses the concept of the fervent, deep belief or faith that this young girl had. So let's get ready to listen. Put your feet on the floor, hands on your lap or on your desk. Sit up nice and tall. Close or focus your eyes and find your breath moving in your body. This music is more adventurous than we might be used to in mindful music. As you listen, keep your breathing slow and steady. Fantastic job. We'll be back tomorrow with more mindful music moments.
Good evening, even though it's very clearly the afternoon. Welcome to UCS Good News, our weekly live broadcast where we highlight positive news stories from all over the school community. This week, just like last week, we reached out to you, your gourds, your comfy sweaters, your pumpkin spice candles, lattes, etc. We asked you to share the good news, and the response, as always, was autumnal. We always say on the program that we get to share the good news, but you are the good news. So, on behalf of myself, the entire UCSGN crew, we want to say thank you to everybody who submitted a positive news story. This week, it's fall, y'all. And with that, it is time for some good news. Our annual high school night, we hosted it here the other night. We hosted 97 families from urban and nearly a dozen other local middle schools, as well as representatives from 34 high schools from the Cleveland area. 65 of our middle school students attended the event, and we had some of our UCS alum representing their respective schools. We captured a photo here. Here's an aerial view of the high school fair, and then here is another angle. I can just make out the glass tower and Mr. Olmsted. So thank you for sharing, and congrats on a successful event. Okay, here we go. It's beautiful weather we're having, don't you think? And students are certainly taking advantage. First graders are using their imagination. They love fall. First graders are also noticing the changes in the leaves. Fall. Unbelievable photo here. We're all feeling very grateful for the fall photos. And maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's maple leaves. Keep up the good work. Never stop believing. All right, big news. We got a staff celebrity to feature on the program this week. Our very Mrs. Reyes was spotted on ABC television for Shoes and Clothes for Kids. This shot reminded me a little bit of a scene from this program. Here's my advice to you, Ms. Reyes. Go for the diapers first, then head straight to the refrigerated meat section. That's how you win on Supermarket Sweep. All right, just another Mantis Monday on the playground this week. Carter found a new buddy at dismissal. And then later on in the day, another buddy, and they went joyriding. So if you got ideas about where Mr. Taylor and the Mantis went, please send us an email. We'll work them into the program next week. All right, time for a fall sports update. Congratulations to our cross-country Wolves who continue to improve. The boys team earned second place. And at St. Bartholomew, our first through third grade boys team earned first place. The boys on the first through third grade team are Mike, Judah, Jace, Jack, Bobby, Levon, Diego, Amir, and Roosevelt. And then here's a picture of our fifth grade girl finish line hand in hand. All right, now for some news from the only subject that counts. We still have marvelous mathematicians here at Urban. Mila, for example, mastered answering all addition facts in under 6 seconds each. She's already on to subtraction. Keep up the good work, Mila. Subtraction really makes a difference. Leona had a great day with Slider, helping her out in math. Who better to teach you to solve complex mathematical equations than this guy? All right, time for Teamwork Makes the Dream Work, where we highlight UCS students working together to tackle a project or problem, like these kitty cats here. Mrs. Cunahan's advisory met with Mrs. Harrison's class to complete a STEM challenge buddy activity. Students collaborated with their buddies to try to build a tower as tall as possible using marshmallows and spaghetti noodles. Ah, yes, the spaghetti challenge. Second graders in room 218, 2005. They practiced their interviewing skills to learn more about each other as part of the social justice theme of welcoming the stranger. All right, meow. It's time for Perfect Pets, where we feature the pets of UCS students. And I chose the Mighty Pups here because the big sequel comes out this weekend. You know what I'm talking about. All right, this is for UCSGN. My uncle got a new cat. Her name is Pepper. This is from Alicia. Alicia, the cat is aptly named. Thank you for sharing. This is from Michael V. Please put my dog on UCSGN. How could I resist those puppy dog eyes? Will do. And then can you share my pet with UCS News? Naomi S. Yes, I can. This is some dog side-eye if I've ever seen it before. Okay, twinning continues to be winning here at Urban Community School. We had a Guardians dress down day this week to celebrate our hometown baseball team, another successful season, and the Guardians, so they were twinning in 4th grade. Thanks, Miss Maldonado, for sharing. Nice jerseys there. Twinning was winning with Carson and Zion from Mrs. Monter's class. They had the same Guardian shirt on. Sam and Jimena from room 210 were twinning in their matching Guardian shirts. 2nd graders Mike and Gabriel were twinning in their matching Guardians gear. Leona, Mikey, and Lucas are proudly showing off their Guardians gear, their slider again. Big thumbs up from Jose to all of you who wore your Guardian stuff this week. That's not all. Ariana and Olivia were twinning. We've had several 3rd graders that were twinning this week. Julian and Hunter, and Vicky and Sophia twinning in their Minecraft gear and then matching denim here. Speaking of matching denim, hold on, actually. Natalia Rosado and Claudia Z had matching school outfits and shoes. Speaking of matching denim, if twinning is winning, then what is tripling? Check out Miss Cooney, Miss French, Miss Molly, rocking their denim jackets at high school night. This is very impressive. I appreciate you for sharing this. I'm wondering, have you considered taking it to the next level? You know, maybe adding a shirt or supreme next level denim vest. Anyone? It's all the jean, none of the sleeve, and it would fit very nicely right here on Simply the Vest. Again, no vest submissions this week, but I'm holding out hope. All right. Last year we introduced the segment Getting Figgy with It, where middle schoolers captured footage of Mr. Bonfiglio in his classroom. And man, the content is just pouring in. Multiple videos this week. I'll give you a little disclaimer on these. Some of them have the volume's a little high, so I will try to quiet or mute when necessary. But here we go. Direct from middle school. All right. This was the original Mr. B GIF. We got a new one here. Thank you, Leilani, for sharing. I'd really like it if somebody would caption this for me. So if you got a caption for this particular GIF, please send it into the email address scrolling at the bottom of the screen. All right, video number 1 here.
What do you have to say about push-ups?
These are difficult.
3, 2, 1.
All right, Mr. B live push-up interview there. Next one. I'm going to mute this one because it's a little loud, but again, Mr. B's form, getting buff in class here. All right, that's not all. Oh, we got a GIF of Mr. B. Also, they had a mysterious visitor in Mr. B's classroom this week, captured here. This might be my favorite thing. Let's try this. Sorry, here we go.
We pile all day. Pile all day.
Two things to notice here. One, yes, leaf pile all day. Also, I like that he's delivering instruction about complex sentences here. Thank you, middle schoolers, for submitting. And I'm going to skip past a couple of additional videos here and close here. This is for this edition of UCSGN. But Donald K sent this in to us. He made this in his coding academy in middle school. It's guaranteed to quack you up and goes against the grain. So I'm going to go ahead and share that now, and then we'll see you next week. Coming right, here we go. Sharing. All right, here is where he wrote the code, and I believe if I hit the run button up here in the upper right-hand corner, we can see the computer program that he wrote. Here we go. And it says Donald Duck's bread. We produces a link to a duck video here. This duck does, in fact, eat bread. And then we've got some additional duck content here. I'll show you a little bit of the duck eating, and then thanks, Donald, for sharing. Promised, he delivered. See you next week, everybody.